Yeah. Okay, Jai Baba, everybody. Beloved Avatar Meher Baba ki Jai. Welcome to our Thursday's session where we share the joy of Meher Baba. Janice, would you please start with the prayer?
Avatar Meher Baba ki Jai. Beloved God, help us all to love you more and more, and more and more, and still yet more, till we become worthy of union with you. And help us all to hold fast to Baba's Daman till the very end. Avatar Meher Baba ki Jai. Avatar Meher Baba ki Jai. Avatar Meher Baba ki Jai.
Thank you, Janice. Before we commence on our program, I would like to invite our one and only Meher Baba. We request him to come and join us for this entire session. Not only join us, but to conduct this session entirely as per his wish and will. Whatever will be spoken will be as per his will. Jai Baba. There's a lady called Perin Jasumani who had come along with us on this trip to Mehrabad recently. She came back on the 14th and she wants to share a few things which people had not seen beforehand. So over to Perin. Go ahead, Perin.
Jai Baba, Jai Meher Baba. You're probably aware that the Bombay Center took 2 trips to Mehrabad. One was a 3-day trip and the other was a 5-day trip. And I was in the 5-day trip. And on one of the days, we were given the Lower Mehrabad tour. Many of us have taken that tour several times, but this time there were 2 special things that I found, that having been to Mehrabad for so many years, had really not seen them or had heard about them. So one of them is, of course, everybody knows about the tree, the neem tree where Baba sat for the first time, and that is May the 4th. and we are going to celebrate this 100 years this year. It's going to be a very, very special time for all of you who will be there. But beside that neem tree is also the well. From the well, they used to take the water out. And we have been shown that well, but this time we had the opportunity to go a little more closer to the well, and we looked inside the well, which has dried out. But what was very dear and special for me was that at the corner of this well, there is one side where there are few stones and kind of rock stones, where apparently Mera, beloved Mera, used to wash Baba's clothes. And I had never seen that corner or never known that it was a place where Mera washed Baba's clothes. So that touched me very much. That was very special for us. And then we walked around and we saw all the other things that everyone sees, and I won't go into that. But then we came to Baba's Jhopdi, the silence Jhopdi. And once again, whenever we have had Mehrabad trips and tours of the Lower Mehrabad, the silence Jhopdi is always closed. This time, however, we were very fortunate. It was open and we were allowed to go in one by one, remain silent, just bow down wherever we wanted at the windows and the floor, and come out. So that was very dear for me, because most of you know me. I live in Toronto. I come to India some months of the winter, and I'm never there around the silence time. So this was a very good time for me to be able to get in the Jhopdi and bow down to Baba. We were also taken to the old Mandli Hall, and again, Muhammad's room, once again, most of the time is closed. But this time we were able to go inside, look at the kitchen, look at Muhammad's bedroom, his bed, and everything. So that was very special for most of us who were there. And of course, the opportunity to be in the old Mandli Hall where Baba and Baba's parents' photos are on the wall, and an opportunity to bow down at Baba's chair. And of course, the Rowdy cabin, which is, again, for me, very, very dear. And we went on to the Memorial Tower, as you know, which is very special. So I just wanted to let you know that these couple of things were extra special for me, and I'm sure for many of us who were walking along the Lower Mehrabad that afternoon. Thank you. Jai Mehr Baba.
Thank you, Perin. Now it's time to introduce our today's guest, Mr. Dhruv Khosla. But before I do that, there are a few announcements that need to be made. One is that the center is having the continuation of Mehr Baba's birthday celebration program. So on the 19th of March, that is the Sunday, there will be a singer specially invited. His name is Rajat Mishra, who will be performing live at the center. On the 25th, which is a Saturday, Dr. Arvind Chopra from Pune, who has had close association with Baba and Baba's family, he's been invited as a guest speaker, and he will be talking on his experiences with Mehr Baba. On the 26th, there will be our good old Meher Tej from Hyderabad, who will be also singing bhajans and ghazals, which were in praises of Baba. So that is about all the outstanding programs. And now Janice will tell you something about the International Mehrabad Young Adults Sahwas.
Hello everyone. The International Young Adult Sevas, Mehrabad Young Adult Sevas, is scheduled this time in June, from 4th to 10th of June. And we have the registration link open now. We can find the link on the Trust website, and we will also circulate on the WhatsApp groups. So, adults age of 18 to 35 years, and also up to 40 years this time, who has never attended Sevas ever and falls in the age group of 18 can be a part of Sevas this year. And this time we will be having Sevas at MPR. So request all who have the young adults in the age group of 18 to 40 years in your family, please encourage them to be a part of this lovely and a beautiful program, which is a 7-day program at Mehrabad. And all the events and everything revolves only around Meher Baba. And we have group discussions, service projects, and a lot of amazing things happening at Sevas. So request all to encourage people in the family to be a part of this. Thank you very much. Jai Baba.
Thank you, Janice. And now we come to the highlight of our program. His guest speaker is, most of y'all may know him. His name is Dhruv Khosla. He's from Delhi. He's a yoga teacher and also a good friend of Parvez Walodwala. He's also into private business of with his father, and more than anything else, he's a great Baba lover. And today he'll be sharing all his thoughts, feelings, and experiences with Meher Baba. Over to you, Dhruv. Go ahead.
Avatar Meher Baba ki jai. Thank you, Sam Uncle, for such an overselling introduction. I hope I can stay the course for all the words you've said. So my name is Dhruv. I come from Delhi. I'm 32 years old. I just wanted to share my story with the beloved. I came in contact with Baba in 2017 after listening to two of my very dear friends, Parvez Waludwala and another one, Malcolm Rustam, who talked to me about Baba, who introduced me to who he really is in the best capacity they can. I was moved very much listening to them, how intensely, how lovingly they said whatever they had to say about Baba. And as soon as, I just couldn't wait for them to finish and just come to Mehrabad and actually see and experience the whole energy, what it was all about. And before I even knew, we spent hours talking about it. And the moment we finished, I just said to Parvez, next time aap jab bhi ja rahe ho, you please let me know. I'll come to Bombay and I'll go with you. But I really want to go to this place and have, a hands-on experience of what this place has to offer. And, I'm just so excited to go. And one day he sends me a message saying there is a group going in a few weeks. Would you like to come? I said, hell yes, just sign me up. I don't care kaun ja raha, nahi ja raha. Even if it's just one person going, I'll still go. But I really want to go. So I come to Bombay, and famous Jimmy Khan group, we all go into the bus from Bombay to Mehrabad. There's a few people on the bus. I get to know a lot of people, hear about their experiences also. And soon enough, in a few hours, we get to Mehrabad, and just really waited to get to Baba's Samadhi. Took a bit of rest at MPR, sort of a meal, little bit of rest. And I remember walking up at like around 4:30 in the afternoon. There's nobody at the Samadhi, just maybe one volunteer. And we go in, and I just bow down at the Samadhi, and I could just feel like a very strong surge of energy that surrounds the place. It just hits you so hard that it takes you a while to sort of realize what is happening with you, कि क्या हो रहा है, कुछ थोड़ा समझ में नहीं आता है. So you just, it keeps hitting you hard, but you also sort of go with the flow of the energy of how that place is and how wonderful it is. And we got some time to spend in the samadhi where nobody has come yet for the darshan, and you just sit inside, take some space. It's plenty of time to gather in and collect whatever that space has to offer for some time, especially before the prayer time. So my friend Parvez took me around everywhere the Mandali Hall is, where Baba used to be with the ladies, where the kitchen is, everything. I got to know about the place. And we were there for about 3 days. So for 3 days, I was just looking at everything very, very eagerly and very intently as to understand what and how, things are, and learning more and more about Baba, about his life, about how he was, and what all he did in that little span of time that I could understand. So the 3 days just literally flew by. I didn't even realize when. And very fortunate to have been able to go to Lower Mirabad also. We had a trip to Merazad also in that first visit alone, and got to experience another different kind of energy at Merazad. It's so beautiful, and so the power of silence that both these places have. If you can just sit quietly with just, there is nothing but you and him. There is nothing but that feeling of oneness you get all throughout. So it's been a very, very great experience since the first time I went there. And I've been there about 3 to 4 times up till now. So that was my first visit there. And got to visit again in 2019 for another couple of days. After that, I came in 2022 September. I came in for the young adult Savas, which was another different kind of experience in its own, where I was just very much eager to go and attend the program and just be a part of this great opportunity that Baba has to offer for everyone. So, Sam Uncle, you have any questions or any particular thing you want me to talk about so far, or should I keep going?
मुझे आपसे ये पूछना है कि
जी.
when did you, or when and how did you feel that Meher Baba is God in human form? आपको ये कब और कैसे महसूस हुआ है कि अभी तक नहीं हुआ है, वो भी बता दीजिए.
Sure. Whatever you want to call it, I just know that it is just, he's way much more. I mean, some people call it God, some call it something else. For me, he is that divine force. He is the force. He is the creation. And it took me a while to understand, because I was getting gist of all what people had to say and what's written about him. But for me, it took me a little while to understand the impact of what he truly is, how powerful, how loving, and how complete he is in what he has to offer. So I think the second trip I took in 2019 and my time in Savas last year, that really had a great impact. And there is this thing about Baba, because I came looking for love, whether I knew about Baba even before I came or not, but I was looking for love, and I found love in Mehrabad. I found love in Baba, and he has his way of just taking, and just sort of holding you, and then he melts your heart with his love. So once you're there, there is no way to go. There is only one way to go, which is you become one with him.
शाबाश. Okay, go ahead, sir. Anybody wants to ask anything? Please go ahead and ask now. ठीक है. Go ahead.
Okay.
Hmm.
So I would like to talk to all of you about my experience, which two wonderful experiences. Of course, every time we go, it's something different and amazing altogether. But the times that have had the most impact on me have been my 8 days in Lower Mehrabad in Savas last year, which I'd love to talk about firstly. Um, so this was last year in, I think, 18th of September to 24th of September last year, just a few months back. And one of my friends had sent me a message, hey, the first time Savas is happening after the pandemic, would you like to go? And my first thought was, yes, absolutely. And I think that same night I registered for the program, and I was just looking forward every day. I just couldn't sleep, excited about the program that I always get, maybe 1 or 2 days. And then the pandemic hit. I hadn't been to Mehrabad for about good 3.5 years. So I was really looking forward to going and, just having an absolutely amazing time in Baba's presence, in his care. And the Sahwas program, as the word suggests, Sahwas, सबके साथ रहना आप सीखते हैं. But more importantly, you learn to live with Baba in those 8 days, because whether we accept it or not, whether we understand it or not, he is the creation and he is in everybody. So it is those 8 days are the time where he makes you understand who and what he really is, and how you can steer yourself to see Baba in everybody else around you. So I get there. We go through the registration process and everything. We get an introduction about what the program would be like, what would happen over the course of next few days. They go through the schedule of the program. And one wonderful thing that happens is that you get to do other things that are not exactly a part of the program, but very important for your growth. Is you get one good activity that would engage you more into Baba work, in knowing more about Baba. So that's a group sort of an activity. And you also get to choose a service project wherein you give all you have to yourself and in service of Baba. So there are a few duties that are involved that they would randomly put you in, and you go through it. So every day there are different activities that we go through. We learn more about Baba, and the whole every year apparently there is also a theme. So this year's theme, last year's theme was Baba's oneness within. So the key question that had come out in the whole introduction and everything that we were doing is we are talking about awareness of Baba's oneness within. But how do you see, how do you find this oneness within? What you think is oneness, and how do you make yourself aware of this? And we had a good long discussion about what everybody thinks. Everybody presented their thoughts, and then we were put into groups of about 10 to 12 people, where we had to present as a group what we thought, whatever we could bring together as a group in sort of, it could be a small skit, it could be a song, it just could be simple words or a poem. And we were about 8 or 9 groups that presented whatever our thoughts were as a group in terms of what we think Baba's oneness is, and how we can become aware of it, and how we can achieve that oneness. So I would just like to share some insights about this group discussion. Is there is nothing outside of ourselves. Everything, whatever there is, such as planes, heavens, the universes, the earth, the beings and things, everything is within us. The master gives the aspirant nothing that is not already, latent in him. It's all there. So he's only instrumental in arousing the aspirant to the awareness of the divine treasure within him. He shows us the treasure that is already there. So an avatar is an instrument in awakening us that we are all one. So using whatever we had in group discussion, we presented 2 small skits and a Baba song, which everybody loved. It was a small story that had come up, and we used that story to make a small play and make everybody aware of how you can see Baba within, whether you know that person or not. Baba is already there in every being, living or dead. Um, Next day was a very special day. We get to spend the whole day at Merazad. So we got special young Merabad adult Savas t-shirts and hats, and we have to dress up in the t-shirts, and we go and spend the whole day there. We get the full tour of the house, for especially those who've never been there. And of course, going through all the important aspects, bowing down to the tree, to Baba's room where his bed is, and my ever favorite, the walk up to the seclusion hill. And we were gracious enough that Ganesh Bhaiya, our lovely volunteer, he gave us a full explanation on the way to the seclusion hill of what it means, how Baba took people up to the seclusion hill, what it means to walk up to the seclusion hill, and what the significance of that whole process is. And may I please talk about that a little bit, Sam Uncle?
Beg your pardon?
I said, may I please talk about the seclusion hill and what we were told about the walk to the hill?
Whatever jo tumhare dil. Go ahead.
Okay. So a lot of information. Ji.
Sorry, Dhruv, Archana Grover has a question. Just a
Okay.
minute. Go ahead, Archana.
Jai Baba.
Jai Baba.
Dhruv, it's lovely to hear how you've come to Baba. So I had a question. How has your coming to Baba impacted your daily life since 2017?
You want the long answer or the short answer?
In a nutshell, no issues.
Sorry, Sam Uncle, I missed that.
यही तो मैं भी पूछ रहा था लेकिन आप जवाब ही नहीं दे रहे. You've been dodging this.
Oh, no.
Go ahead.
In a nutshell, it's too small. I mean, the words don't do real justice to what my life has been since my first visit to that place. It's like every time, I often joke with myself because I'm very self-critical about myself. कि बाबा कुछ भी होता है, बाबा कॉलर पकड़ के मुसीबत में डालते हैं, मगर हाथ पकड़ के प्यार से बाहर भी लेके आ जाते हैं. So I feel his presence in everything and whatever happens around me, and I can see whatever happens. It has just made me realize only one thing. I may not have been aware about him, but whatever happens, it's his will, whether we like it or not. He's doing his magic. Whatever happens in life, his presence is there, and whatever the situation, he has his way of making you feel his presence and his love in every way.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
मगर आप आए कैसे? यानी कि before that were you a seeker? Were you
I was.
for love? Were you looking for God? Were you looking for male? What were you looking for?
I did mention I was looking for love, not love as a young man would. That's a different sort of love, but love in general. I want a place, or as Baba, to me he's the epitome of what unconditional love is. When you think about unconditional love, I don't think there is anybody better to portray his life as being just that only. Whatever little I have understood, that is all I have understood. Because when a master comes, yes, he will tell you what he is doing, but everything he has done, you can see his love for the people around him or the whole universe. And that's what I was looking for. I may not have the clear idea about what exactly I wanted, but I wanted that feeling of love and being loved in a way where it is beyond every definition or, beyond any meaning. It's just pure love. That's it.
Okay, thanks a lot, boss. Now you may continue with your seclusion hill ka thing.
Okay.
Sorry, interruption.
No, it's all right. So for me, what I'm just trying to give you the gist. It was a full 45-minute tour, but what we understood about the trip the walk up to the seclusion hill is Baba is told what it means that he's taking you up there, and that walk up to a seclusion hill is what, in a nutshell, is the journey of a spiritual seeker with the beloved or the Sadguru or the master. And the way it goes, and every twist and turn, is Baba has said, it's got a meaning to it as to how you walk up to it. And by the time you come up, what all things would have happened in your life is how the journey of a seeker is, which I found very interesting as to how it marks the journey where you begin when a first turn comes. So the first bit of the walk to the seclusion hill until you reach the first turn is Baba says the beloved walks with you, holding your hand. Then there comes a sharp left, sort of a U-turn. He said that is the dark patch where the beloved leaves you and you have to meet the beloved on to the next turn. Then that is the sort of the most difficult part of that walk up to the seclusion hill. Once you get there, the beloved holds your hand again and he walks you up there. And then that's where the last bit of the journey, you see a lot of pebbles and everything, and a little bit of a steep side. You have to climb those stairs and whatever and get there. I may not have the correct words to justify, but I hope everybody gets what I'm saying. So the point is, even when he's not there, he's telling me that he is there. Only thing is, we have to see and we have to meet him. He does everything, even when we are not doing. But it's our responsibility that we see that he's there, outside and inside of us, and we have to meet him so that he can take us on this wonderful journey that we call life. Next, I'll be moving on to. Sorry, Sam, uncle, you have a question?
No, I just want to ask if you sing also. Do you sing?
If you want to end the conversation, yes, I'll start singing.
Aji?
I said, सब भाग जाएंगे वो अलग बात है, but I can sing.
So go ahead, एक गाना. Whatever. Just go with the flow. Whatever तुम्हारे दिल में आए.
Sure. I also had a small poem, if I can share that with you.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm just getting it. So this is my experience of being in the Savas, and I shared this on the last day, where everybody has to share their experience, whatever it is. So I just put together a few words. So it goes like this: sleepless and excited in the cab that I hired, I get to Mehrabad. With his grace, I am wired. Awareness of Baba's oneness within. It said everywhere as I walked in. But how to win this oneness within? The longing to know draws me in. Every day the activities bring to shore. Emotional moments I spend in the program, I adore. Why 8 days? It should be more. Baba, bring it on. I want it more and more and still yet more. Cheerful and joyful, I feel azad. My eyes lit up when I see Mehrazad. Walking up the seclusion hill, I feel him say, just love me and follow my will. Bowing down to Upasni Maharaj, it hits me why Baba wears the universal Taj. The one true God, my heart he bends. Baba is my father and my best friend. Helping clean this Mandali hall, I climb up the ladder, not fearing I may fall. Simply put the oneness call, I want to say, I love you all. For love is the only true way to be one with the other. Jai Baba.
इतनी छोटी उम्र में इतना ज्यादा कुछ कैसे सीख लिया आपने?
निकल आता है. You have to ask Baba, not me.
When I was your age, I was yo-yo, kuch akal. It's very good. And actually, you hit the nail. Meher Baba is all about love and nothing else. All that he wants from us is also love and nothing else. So that's beautiful. Go ahead.
Yes, you did talk about love, and that's the thing, that even if we falter, it is every time I see it is, when I forget about, if I'm unaware about him, He has his ways of making you aware that he's there. So it is the way I see my own inconsistency in realizing that he's as in the prayer it goes, he's omnipresent. So it is our inconsistency to surrender to his will and to love him unconditionally, because he's always there. So we must work on ourselves to giving all and everything that we have to him, because he has done the same for us. And this was my first time in Savas, and also I had come in January for the Amar Tithi, again another wonderful experience. Because I had come to Savas and I had an opportunity to spend more than a couple of days in Mehrabad, I really wanted to come back more and more and more quickly. So I got to spend about another week or so in Mehrabad, volunteering at Amar Tithi also. So I had the stall duty at Lower Mehrabad, and just the whole energy of how the program happens. This was the 54th Amar Tithi, and how the program happens. And I'd been hearing about, itne log aate hain Amar Tithi pe, log kuch karna chahte. So I just wanted to experience, and it was so wonderful to have spent so much time at the Samadhi and volunteering. And you feel so great that so many, I had a small role in making sure that so many people that have come, I could volunteer and serve them in whatever capacity I could. So that was really another wonderful experience each day, every day. Going and seeing the wonderful music that of sharing people have to offer on the stage. It could be a poem, it could be music, ghazal, everything. And people just stay up all night and they're waiting to hear everybody and anybody who, whatever has to come. And I remember saying this to my friend कि यार यहाँ पे कोई जज नहीं कर रहा है, कोई ये नहीं बोल रहा है कि ये क्या बोल रहा है या बेसुरा गा रहा है या किसी गाने को कॉपी करके कुछ पैरोडी किया है, क्या है जो भी आ रहा है, the stage is open to everybody. They can come and they can pour their heart out. This is what true love is, and nobody says anything to anybody कि आप ये मत करो या ये मत कीजिए. There is no rules on what you can share. It is just love that you receive, and it is love you give. Whether we like it or not, I am certain Baba loves it, however it comes. So that to me is the most wonderful thing about the whole Amar Tithi. And of course, Baba shines through when the darshan comes and people pour in, and something different just happens on 31st. Everybody that's there, they can feel it also. Any questions so far?
This reminds me of incidents during Baba's time at Guru Prasad, when कोई एकदम चैंपियन सिंगर मेरे जैसा आ जाता था, तो Baba would still encourage him and say, "Wow, wow, very nice, this, that, and the other." And then he would look around towards the women mandli side. They were hiding away far out, और वो ऐसे ऐसे इशारा करते थे, which was to mean कि मेरे भेजे का ऑमलेट बना रहा है. So that is how true love is all about.
Yes.
It tolerates, it encourages, in spite of all the sufferings that he took upon himself. उन्होंने कभी हमसे कोई शिकायत नहीं की. In fact, हमारी सारी शिकायतें उन्होंने अपने पे ले ली, और that's what it is. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. So as you were saying, I mean, this is an absolute, if you are somebody who wants to be as big of a baby as you want, Mehrabad and Baba's lap is the best place to be, because once you're there, the only thing you will do is grow. Bask in his glory, you will get his love and you grow. क्योंकि सब हर एक को support चाहिए होता, different kinds. I mean, you need worldly support also. You have so many things to do in the world, and there is so much more that everybody contains within themselves. But हम लोग वो कहने से डरते हैं with the fear of being judged, or even if the people that say koi kya sochega, and that is the most wonderful thing. He just has this, his love just takes everything away, and then it's just between you and him. Okay, if you want to do it, just go and do it. He will give you the stage. If you're somebody you feel that you've been, आपको कभी मौका नहीं मिला, he will give you that chance. And but the first chance you get will always be right in front of him. It's always up to you how to take this chance. आपने बोला अभी जब मैंने पोएम शेयर किया कि इतनी छोटी उम्र में ये सब, तो this is, I have never put down anything like this in my life ever. Even when this thing was happening, it was our last night, and we had been taken to the Mandali Hall in Lower Mehrabad. Or usi din I got the opportunity. I was one of those people. It was a service project to clean the Mandali Hall. And as we are walking from Hostel C to Mandali Hall, everybody's like, "What is your thing?" I said, "Oh, Mandali Hall ka cleaning hai." "Oh, you're so lucky. Oh, you're so lucky." And I'm like, "But sabko kaam mila hai. So what is so special about cleaning the Mandali Hall?" "No, no, no. You're very lucky. You don't know. You're very lucky. Only very chosen few get to clean the Mandali Hall." And I'm thinking, okay, maybe let's go and see. And as we go, the door was locked, and we get up to the stairs, and there is one lady. She comes and she unlocks the door and everything, and the door opens, and there is just this energy. As it opens, it just comes at you straight, and you're like zup karke ekdam hit karta hai. Kare baap re, ye kidhar aaya? And that whole place, it's just reverberating so much of him, as if he's just right there. You know, if you don't go anywhere but come there, his presence is so strong. It is like he's right there. You don't even have to leave. With your eyes closed, you will know he's there. Such a strong presence. And we got to clean it for about good 3 to 4 hours. And then raat mein there is this. And there was a 1 hour program in the night where everybody has a chance to share. और ये मैं एक कॉपी और पेन लेके बैठा हूँ कि यार कुछ तो बोलना चाहिए, because I had so much in me, I just couldn't put it down. And I'm just scribbling like this, and everybody around me is looking at me कि ये पागल कर क्या रहा है, मतलब सब बोल रहे हैं और एक इसी का पेन और पेपर की आवाज आ रही है, कुछ तो कर रहा है ये. And everybody is just looking at me, can you please stop? And I'm just like, हाँ ठीक है. And I'm just like this, और मैं लिख रहा हूँ, कुछ एक लाइन कुछ आगे, and 12 पेज निकल गए हैं, 2 लाइन कहीं से, 2 लाइन कहीं से कुछ करके. I was trying to write like a small passage of what I felt before, and it became a poem and it came out. And I'm like, oh, glad. I'm so glad that, I could just get out whatever I had, because it was bothering me. It was so strong that I just had to put down and, share it out for him, not for anybody else. तो उस टाइम एक बार भी ये नहीं लगा कि यार लोग क्या सोचेंगे. I'm just thinking कि I'm doing my best for him. I want him to understand. Of course, he's within me, he knows. But I still want to make sure that I put down something and say, so that he hears me speak. And that's how this thing came about. So,
Dhruv, you use this word, ये पागल क्या कर रहा है? You use the word पागल.
yes.
Do you know the meaning of the word पागल?
Bad.
No.
Okay, then you should tell me.
According to Sant Kabir, नाम सुना है आपने?
Yes, yes.
पागल उसको कहते हैं जो गल को पा गया. You're a Punjabi, you should know गल. बात समझ गया.
जो बात समझ गया.
जिसको.
That's a good one. I'll take that down.
Yes.
जो गल समझ गया. ठीक है.
जो गल को पा गया उसको पागल कहते हैं. समझे?
Yes.
So, not everybody has this privilege. Not everybody has this privilege. अभी अभी ये बस में हम लोग गए थे तो किसी ने बोला था, which ये आपके माफक मैंने भी याद कर लिया अच्छी तरह से, कि मेहर बाबा is for the chosen few who are lost in the crowds. दुनिया के मेले में हम गुम जाते हैं. We get lost in the crowds, and that is where he picks us up from. So ये सभी के किस्मत की बात नहीं है. It is not for everybody. So I consider myself, and I am sure all of us around here should consider ourselves very, very fortunate. Go ahead, Dhruv.
Some we are not Punjabis. Will you translate for us? We are Babajis.
I'm sorry?
We are not Punjabis. We are Babajis. Will you translate for us?
The pagal thing.
Yes, sir.
The meaning of the word pagal. Gal is baat or the essence. Or jo gal ko pa gaya, somebody who has understood or grasped the key to the entire thing, the gist of everything, usko pagal kehte hain. That is what Sant Kabir used to say. Is that okay, Jimmy?
Thank you. Thank you.
No, Baba.
Thank you.
Go ahead, sir.
So, as you said, of course, we are very fortunate to have come and experience this energy. The whole every opportunity I get, I'm so happy to get to Mehrabad. And the more I go, the more I feel कि अभी next time तो और जल्दी आना है, next time और time spend करना है. Because it's very, the moment I start to describe it in words, कि शब्दों में ये है ये है, it starts to lose its meaning because the words are so, the words don't do justice to how you feel. Of course, I can try and bring you as close to what my experience is. But I do say if people want something, that is truly worthwhile in this world, the one thing they must do is come to Mehrabad and bow down to Baba's Samadhi. हनीमून पे यूरोप जाओ नहीं जाओ, दुनिया में 10-15 लाख का पैकेज नहीं, 5 का भी है, कोई बात नहीं. But once you're there, once you bow down to him, even if you don't do it wholeheartedly, I've seen, even if, this is my day-to-day experience also. Sometimes I'm like, आज छोड़ता है यार, आज बहुत आलस आ रहा है, काम से थक गए, बेड पे जाके सो जाते हैं, क्या प्रेयर करनी है, बाबा को पता तो है. But he's still there, The times you don't know of him, he's there. The times you forget, the times you sort of cheat on loving him, he's still there. He never cheats. Baba never has a cheat day. We do. जिम जाना है तो मील का चीट डे है, बाबा को बाव डाउन करना है, उसमें भी हमारा पूरा लिस्ट रहता है, ऐसे करूंगा, ऐसे कपड़े पहन के जाऊंगा, अभी ऐसे बैठा हूँ. बिफोर वी स्टार्टेड यू सेड ये अच्छा लग रहा है, तो मैंने भी सोचा था ये टी शर्ट पहन के ये पहनूंगा शायद, दिस इज हाउ टू इम्पैक्ट. बट he sees us beyond all these things. He sees us truly for who we are, the naked self who we are. And he would keep telling you in every situation in life, okay, look, this is where you are and this is where you have to be in life. So it is just our onus that we have to take it upon ourselves. So as I said, I'm very self-critical. So मैं सोचता रहता हूँ सारा दिन कि अभी ऐसे करना चाहिए, this is how I should function and listen to what he's saying, because that is so important in life. Not just about figuring out your own life, but once you start doing that, once that love comes to you, you will understand to each person in their own. Whatever situation you understand with is not the point. The point is you have to experience that love. Once you do, you don't want to lose it, and you only want to grow this feeling of love, and you just want to grow as a human being, and let his love be the foundation for it.
Do you know, Dhruv, you come across as a very greedy person.
I am.
And I'm very happy for you.
Thank you.
Because this greed for his love has no limits. That is why he says in that short prayer to love you more and more
And more.
and more and more
And more.
and still
And more.
यानी कि सभी हद पार करके आगे निकल जाते हैं.
Any questions?
हाँ जी, एक ये चैट में, हाँ, अर्चना ग्रोवर said पागल का अर्थ है one who has absorbed his words. पागल. That is what she is explained. Thank you, Archana. Dhruv, may I ask you a personal question?
Absolutely.
Have you ever had tears of joy or whatever you call it at Baba
Yeah.
or somewhere?
Yes. Yes.
Could you describe that, please?
My most, I would like to share the strongest experience of this that I had was, especially, it's always been there, but the most it had come up to the fore was during Amar Tithi, because the my longing for him had never been so strong as it has been leading up to the point when I'd come for Amar Tithi. And just sitting there, I remember on the last day, I just sat there for about a couple of hours. Every day, it was just some hesitation was still there, and idhar aake kuch ruk jata tha. But that day, it just flew out. And I remember the whole 5, 6, 7 days I was there, I would just first bow down to Mera's Samadhi and then go to Baba's Samadhi and just say, thank you for bringing me here. Because every time I bow down, there is just something in me. It's as if, kuch khul raha hai andar se, emotions are just running through, and I'm looking, there are people I know, but if they weren't, I would just cry like a child, because what these 6, 7 days have brought out in me, I have never experienced such intensity of love. And I really felt I have been so blessed by them that I had this opportunity to come and just thanking them every day. So I just made sure every time I would sit as quietly as possible for as long as possible at the samadhi after my darshan, and just be with that emotion. And I've never been more thankful to Mehra and beloved Baba for bringing me there and making me experience this. I hope I've answered what you asked for.
Yeah. Thank you.
We have some more time, or
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I just had one quote. We watched a film about Baba, and I think it was a Baba movie. It's called The Final Embrace.
The Final Embrace. Okay.
Yeah. So it's a movie. I forget which year it is, and Baba is just welcoming all the lovers that are coming to see him. And what really struck by me is, of course, I've seen him embrace people the way he does. He would hug you, and every time he comes, he would just gesture with his hand like this, or to your cheek or something, and bless you and show his appreciation, his love. But in this film, everybody that has walked in towards Baba, he would hold the person like this and put him to his heart and hug them tightly. And I'm just looking and I'm amazed. Hundreds of people are coming. And it's just a silent move. There's nothing. It's just people coming. They wish him, he wishes them, and he hugs everybody and brings everybody, holds their face and brings them to his heart and hugs them tightly. And I thought, this, for us as humans, we think this is love, कि हम एक दूसरे को गले मिलते हैं, प्यार करते हैं. But when the master does it, and does it so evidently, this is one of the most beautiful expressions of love, that he's welcoming all his lovers who have come to see him from whichever walks of life they have come in. Gora hai, kala hai, kapde wala hai, pant shirt wala hai, dhoti, sari wala hai, whosoever come. He has just taken everybody to his heart, and he's telling how much he loves them, irrespective of who and what they are and how much they love him. So that has such a profound impact on me. I said, this is love. This is how he loves us. He loves us much more than we understand, but this is his way of showing, because हम गधे, हमको समझ में नहीं आता है, तो उसको वो चीजें करनी पड़ती है कि तुम पहले समझो, तो फिर उस लेवल तक आओगे. Otherwise, we can read all about it, we can talk all about it. And brings me to one more important thing. There was a bhajan, I forgot, but they are a family from Calcutta. One brother is IS, and they're all Baba lovers. They sing few songs, and they've sung in front of Baba also. तो एक बाबा का सॉन्ग उन्होंने गाया, उसमें एक लाइन था कि ज्ञान से जान सके ना कोई, प्रेम से सबने पाए. So we can read all about him. We can hear stories of what his life has been. It is one way of connecting with him. But that just sums up in such a 2 lines. The only way to know him is love, and that's it. You want to say something, Samantha?
हर एक टाइम में क्या बोलूं राजा.
अच्छा, मेरा ही.
Anyway, एक मिनट रुक जा. I
हाँ.
would like to ask Havovi Dada Chanji if she has anything to share.
Okay.
Can you please unmute and then talk? Yasmin Haradwala has a question. Go ahead, Yasmin.
Okay, Baba. No, I'm
Yeah,
saying it's such a breath of fresh air when a young person is actually so intensely seeking God, because normally when young people come, they're more concerned about getting a good job or getting a good wife or getting a good husband or going abroad or, something like that. It's usually the conversation centers around Baba did this for me and Baba gave me a wife and Baba gave me a husband. And it would get boring after a certain amount of time. So it's very refreshing to hear someone who's really sincerely seeking Baba for himself, and so sincerely. Thank you. Jai Baba.
Yasmin ji, I just want to say all of these things that you mentioned, job, लड़की, घर, गाड़ी, कपड़ा, लड़की, वो सब भी मांगा है, but प्यार भी मांगा है. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि it's just about one thing. इतना sincere नहीं हूँ मैं. इतना sincere होता तो अभी तक enlightenment मिल चुका होता मुझे. But yeah, I've asked for everything. I've asked for everything, not anything. What जो मैं सोच सकता हूँ, मैं ये भी बोलता हूँ ये चाहिए. But I also say बाबा जो नहीं सोचा है वो भी दे दे. Because मैं बहुत
it's
भूखा
true.
हूँ.
It's true that you may have asked, but you've also gone beyond that, right? People usually
Yeah.
stop at just getting what they want from Baba, and then,
Yeah.
oh, how great, it's a magic, and we had this miracle and that miracle. So I used to attend these programs first, but then I got a little bored after some time because it always was, centering around that thing. No one was going beyond that. So
Yeah.
it's good that you've gone beyond that. It's okay. Everyone asks. If we don't ask Baba, who will be asked? But
No, because
God is there.
I intently asked for all these things and he gave it to me and made me feel so small. So I was like, अभी सुधरना पड़ेगा. Because ये नई गाड़ी चाहिए, ये laptop चाहिए, ये phone चाहिए, ऐसा खरीदना है. And it would so happen that every time I would come back from Mehrabad, something new would happen with my life in terms of relationships or, buying something new or expensive or whatever. So every time I would be like, he's like, हाँ तू ये ले ले. But then थोड़े दिन बाद I would be like, नहीं यार, क्या छोटी सोच थी मेरी कि मैं उधर गया हूँ और मैं एक नया लैपटॉप या नया फोन या गाड़ी मांग के आया. I should have asked for more. And this is why I keep saying, this time when I went for Savas and Amartiti, I was so much focused on I want love for myself first, so that I understand, I get it, and then I can love all. This is my way of doing it. And love I got. Much more than I sometimes feel I should. But then I think he decides who gets what and how much. So he's a better judge of character than I am.
Havovi?
Hi, darling. I'm trying. I hope now. Can I be? Are
Yep.
you able to hear me?
Loud
Yeah.
and clear. And I like Hosang standing behind you like a bodyguard,
Yeah, he's about to go for a walk. Anyway, hello, Dhruv. Jai Baba.
Yeah, Baba.
Jai Baba. Havovi Auntie, Havovi Dadachanji belong to the Bombay Center. And all these stands, every Thursday, I don't want to miss out because he brings beautiful young people who come to Baba, and we get we are oldie goldies on the way out. But when we hear you all speak, we are so inspired. Well, mine is a very funny story from rags to riches. 7 years denying Baba, and then Baba saying, "Awe pilla amuna nahi love karta tha, abe maine gono love kare." So that's right from the horse's mouth. So that's been my journey. When I hear people who come at the word "go," it's very, very interesting. So keep on the good work. And one thing, you were saying 2 lines from Calcutta or whoever. So would you like to sing those for us? Those 2 lines of the music? I think I've heard that song. I'd like you to
The song-
sing whatever. Yes, if I am allowed to, then I'd like to hear you sing those two lines. Don't worry.
Okay.
That's not bigger.
So the line, I think, the song, the line was "Gyan se jaan sake na koi, prem se sabne paaya." I forgot. This is in the middle of the song, but I remember the song, so I'll try and sing for you. धन धन भाग है धन्य जन्म मोरा आज अमित सुख पायो आज मिली सागर से सरिता आज मिली सागर से सरिता अपने आप बुलायो मैंने इसकी आस की मन में आज सुचित हो पायो जिसकी thank you.
Yeah, that's Ash. He fulfills our Ash, all our longings of the heart.
Yes.
Thank you, Baba.
Jai Baba.
Thank you. Like a good, loving couple, both of you all hold hands and go for a walk. Make sure you hold each other.
Hope to hear you and the progress.
Thank you so much.
Jai Baba.
Jai Baba.
Okay, Dhruv.
Yep.
I
have one Baba quote from the movie that I was talking about, The Final Embrace. I think I'm sure it is from there only. It's a quote. It says, "Love the one in many and not the many in one."
Sorry?
Love the one in many and not the many in one.
Yes.
So this is Baba in 1937, where I think this is from that 1937 thing. He had said this quote. So the theme of Savas I attended was Baba's oneness within. So I thought it just goes together, because initially it is all about being one. If you love truly, and love is the only thing that can make you one. It's the constant, it's the most connecting thing to all life. You can talk as intellectually as you want. Not everybody may gel on with that, or certain things in whatever. There are different things, there are different ways people connect. But love is that common factor that connects everybody, whether you can debate as much as you want. But when it happens, you connect with people more in love and happiness than in any other way.
Anybody wants to ask?
Yeah. Dhruv, this is Jimmy Uncle.
Yes,
the next time you feel like asking, convert this into informing. Instead of asking, convert it into informing. You inform Baba, sorry, you inform Baba that, Baba, I would like to have this. Baba, it would be good if I had this. Instead of asking, just convert it into informing. That will do you.
Uncle.
Yeah, that will do you great. That will do you great.
I'll keep that in mind.
Please do. And secondly, besides yoga instructor, what else are you into?
So it's a dad's business. I've joined.
Sorry.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Also have a business. I joined my dad about a few years ago, and I've been doing my own business for about 8 years now. So we import and trade hardware items, precision engineering goods and chemicals, cutting tools, trade across India.
Okay, folks. Anything else you would like to ask? Jimmy? Okay. I'd like to conclude this session with a beautiful quote from Baba.
Sorry, Sam Uncle. Before you do, I just want to put my hands together and say thank you everybody who has listened to me patiently.
अरे इतनी जल्दी थोड़ी चाहिए।
अच्छा अभी जल्दी नहीं है। Okay, है अभी। Okay, please continue. Sorry.
ओके आज सुबह ये एक बाबा का कोट आया है. It's a quotation. It goes like this: the dawn of love. Dhruv, listen to this carefully. The dawn of love facilitates the death of selfishness. समझ में आया कुछ?
I got the quote this morning, Parvesh sent me, but it flew right back.
The dawn of love. जब तुम्हारे दिल में प्रेम की जागृति होती है, facilitates यानी धीरे धीरे the death of selfishness. What Baba wants is that
Yeah.
unadulterated, pure love. And that is what this is all about. Anyway, we passed the time. So, Dhruv, if you would like to conclude with anything, कुछ बोलना है, कुछ करना है, बता दीजिए.
No,
Because
I just want to thank you. Sorry.
one request for you. It's a very personal request.
Yes, uncle.
कि आपने मेरा दिल जीत लिया है. और what I want you to do is कि जब भी हम मिले, wherever, whenever, wherever we meet, the first thing I want you to do is to pull me out from that crowd or wherever it is and give me a nice big Baba hug. Because that is what I'd like from you. Okay?
Will do. Absolutely.
Okay. अभी तेरा कुछ भाषण करना है, thanks का तो कर दे.
No, I just want to thank you for the opportunity. I was thinking कि यार मैं क्या ही बोल सकता हूँ, you know. The whole day I was thinking, what do I do? What do I say? But I think it just came out as everybody would say, he took over. So I do really have to thank you all for the opportunity. Thank you for being so loving and patient in listening to this pagal speak for 1 hour, whatever nonsense I always come up with. So I do really appreciate you giving a pagal a platform. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Really appreciate this.
Actually, we got to learn a lot of things from you, Dhruv. Honestly, we got to learn a lot of things from you. Anyway, for next Thursday, Jimmy Khan has chosen a speaker from US. And before we part, I would like all of us to depart with this question in our minds. The question is, agar, just think, imagine, kuch bhi karo. The question is, agar, if Baba were to appear in front of us right now, if he were to appear in front of us right now, what would you like to do? You have one whole week to think about it. Next week when we meet, including Dhruv, I would like your answers next week. Thank you, everybody. And
Some next week we may not have time.
okay.
Next week we may not have time because along with Murli, there's a singer as well. So they are going to take half of time.
Okay. We'll see how it goes. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Sorry, Jimmy uncle, that means we have 2 weeks to think about the answer.
Absolutely. Well, ultimately it's for Sam to decide, but next week I don't think it's going to be possible.
Dhruv, I knew you are a greedy sort, but इतना ज्यादा greedy है, 1 week का 2 week बना दिया, वो कमाल है अभी तेरा. Anyway, when we part, and until we meet again, and for all times to come, let us all keep Baba in our hearts. And let nothing come in the way of our love with him and us. Thank you, Meher Baba. Now we shall conclude with prayer and Aarti. Please don't go away. Join us and stay together. Jai Baba. Thank you, everybody.
अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय। हे परवरदिगार, सबके राखनहार और सबकी रक्षा करने वाले, तुम्हारा कोई आदि नहीं है और ना तुम्हारा कोई अंत है। तुम अद्वैत हो, तुम तुलना से परे हो और तुम्हारा पार कोई नहीं पा सकता है। तुम्हारा कोई रंग और कोई रूप नहीं है। तुम आविर्भाव से रहित हो और तुम गुणातीत हो। तुम अपार हो और अगाध हो, कल्पना और धारणा से परे हो, शाश्वत और अनश्वर हो। तुम अखंडीय हो और दिव्य नेत्रों के सिवाय और किसी भी प्रकार से तुम्हें कोई नहीं देख सकता है। तुम्हारा अस्तित्व सदैव था, तुम सदैव रहते हो और तुम सदैव रहोगे। तुम सर्वत्र हो, तुम हर वस्तु में हो और तुम हर जगह से परे तथा हर वस्तु से परे भी हो। तुम आकाश में हो और पाताल में हो। तुम व्यक्त हो और अव्यक्त हो। तुम सब लोगों पर हो और समस्त लोगों से परे भी हो। तुम तीनों वेदों में हो और तीनों वेदों से परे भी हो। तुम अगोचर हो और स्वतंत्र हो। तुम सृष्टि के रचने वाले हो, स्वामियों के स्वामी हो, समस्त मनों और हृदयों के ज्ञाता हो। तुम सर्वशक्तिमान हो और सर्वव्यापी हो। तुम अनंत ज्ञान हो, अनंत शक्ति हो और अनंत आनंद हो। तुम ज्ञान के महासागर हो, सर्वज्ञ हो, अनंत ज्ञान रखने वाले हो। तुम भूत, वर्तमान और भविष्य के ज्ञाता हो और तुम स्वयं ज्ञान हो। तुम पूर्ण दयामय हो और सदैव परोपकारी हो। तुम आत्माओं की आत्मा हो और अनंत गुणों से संपूर्ण एक परमात्मा हो। तुम सत्य, ज्ञान और परमानंद की त्रिमूर्ति हो। तुम सत्य के मूल हो, प्रेम के महासागर हो। तुम सनातन सत्ता हो, ऊंचों में सबसे ऊंचे हो। तुम प्रभु और परमेश्वर हो। तुम पर ब्रह्म हो और पर ब्रह्म भी हो। तुम पर ब्रह्म परमात्मा हो, अल्लाह हो, इलाही हो, योगदान हो और मज्द हो और प्रियतम ईश्वर हो। नाम अर्थात एकमात्र पूज्य है। असीम दया की निधि आज हम अपने सब पापों के लिए पश्चाताप करते हैं। हमें विचार के लिए सत्य, अनुचित या गंदा था, हर एक बोले हुए शब्द के लिए जिससे बोलना हमें उचित ना था, और हर एक कर्म के लिए जिसे करना हमें उचित न था। त्याग से प्रेरित हर एक कर्म, शब्द और विचार के लिए तथा दृढ़ प्रेरित हर एक कर्म, शब्द और विचार के लिए हम पश्चाताप करते हैं। विशेषकर हर एक कामुक विचार तथा क्रिया के लिए, ऐसे हर एक वचन के लिए जिसको हमने पूरा नहीं किया, और कभी निंदा, पाखंड, दम या लोगों के पीछे उनके दोष बताने के लिए हम अनुताप करते हैं। और खासकर दूसरों का नाश करने वाले हर एक कर्म के लिए, दूसरों को दुख देने वाले हर एक शब्द तथा कर्म के लिए तथा दूसरों पर दुख गिरने की इच्छा करने के लिए हम अनुताप करते हैं। हे प्रभुराज, आप हम पर असीम दया करके हमारे किए हुए पापों को क्षमा कीजिए, और वैसे ही आपकी मर्जी के अनुसार विचार करने में, बोलने में तथा कार्य करने में जो हमारी असमर्थता सदा होती आई है, उसको भी क्षमा कीजिए। यही हमारी आपसे प्रार्थना है। परमात्मा, हमारी ऐसी सहायता कर कि हम तुझसे अधिक और अधिक प्रेम करें, और अधिक और अधिक, और फिर भी उससे भी अधिक प्रेम करें, जब तक कि हम तुझ में मिलकर एक हो जाने के बाद बन जाए। परंतु हम सबकी ऐसी सहायता कर कि हम अंत अंत तक प्रियतम बाबा का दामन जो सांस से पकड़े रहे। अवतार में बाबा की जय।
जय बाबा। बुझावे नार जहलतनी कर कुद रत्ने फरमातो छेलागी आश भक्तों ने के बख्शे नूरी आया जनादरी जात तीवा के तो परी यार तो महात्मा ज्ञानी तू तुझ पर जान सद के सा किया ईद परमा तो हमारी ना हमारा ना खुदा मेरे बाबा चैन तो हमारा ना खुदा मेरे बाबा चैन तो बुझावे नार जहलतनी एकर कुद रत्न फरमातो छेलागी आश भक्तों ने के बचे नूर तो अवतार मेरे बाबा की जय।
There would be one more aarti before we disperse. Magar uske pehle, I'd like us all to the minute's silence in memory of our dear friend Homya Mistri's mother, who went to Baba just a couple of days back. Jai Baba. Oh, glorious, eternal, ancient one, your faces are bright, transcendental sun, lighting this dark world and the tears I weep. My heart may here I give to you to keep. Create yet creationless you are, then puts body divine avatar. Compassion the three worlds maintain. Destroy this ignorance that life sustains. These five lights are the rolling spokes of prayer of the world's wheel that bears me on to death. Unless you who are infinitely kind break the wheels of which is conditioned mind. These incenses my love, these fruits my art. Wish to please you, I have shaped from my heart. Accept them as you yield a simple flower that has no use beyond shining eye. You are myself, I sing to you in praise, and beg your love to bear me through the days. Living perfect one, illume my darkness with your shining sun. Avatar Meher Baba ki jai. Avatar Meher Baba ki jai. Avatar Meher Baba ki jai. Ki jai. Thank you, everybody. We now conclude our Thursday's meeting. Jai Baba.